Congress has just 2 days to vote on their bipartisan border wall compromise and get it to the president's desk, and there is a lot standing in the way. Joining me now to talk about how it is all going, Republican Congressman Rob Woodall from Georgia. He is also a member of the House Budget Committee. Thank you so much for joining us. We had our own Chad Pergram on earlier today saying that what he's hearing is there's probably enough Democrats in the House, but maybe not enough Republicans to get it over the finish line. Is that your take on what could possibly happen?
Melissa, I'm loath to contradict Chad. You know he's one of the best sources on Capitol Hill. Folks are still waiting on the final language. We've seen the big numbers, but you know how the details are. Folks are always trying to slip a little something in that moves the needle one way or the other. I want to see that final language, and I'm hoping we're going to get to a place that folks can get on board.
Well, everyone's saying they're going to try and read it before they vote. How long is it going to be, and is that realistic?
There really is a good chance for that. We're looking at particular sections. Are there restrictions on those detention beds? Will ICE have the flexibility to protect America from not having to release dangerous criminals back out into the interior? Are we putting those new miles of fencing in those areas where we know we need them most to prevent the flow of human trafficking?
If there's only 55 miles, are they doing that?
Well, you've got to think about the size of this construction project. This was never going to be a one-year project. This was going to be a multi-year project. So if what we're talking about is a down payment of 55 miles this year, when Nancy Pelosi is still trying to figure out how to manage the most liberal caucus in Democratic history, and then we're going to make another payment next year and another payment next year, just like we made a payment last year, I think there starts to be the momentum that we can bring people together around getting the job done. Finish that wall.
I think a lot of the rest of America wants to see some sort of comprehensive immigration reform. We have more than 7 million open jobs in this country. There are people that could come here and work, and there are other people, flooding across the border that are committing crimes. It's up to you guys to kind of sort through how people get here and how you deal with, that push. You guys aren't doing it.
Thank you for saying that, Melissa. I represent a majority-minority district. 27% of my bosses are first-generation Americans. We can absolutely come together and do that in a common-sense way that, candidly, we've not gotten enough for Democratic leadership or Republican leadership on in years past. I waited and waited during this shutdown for folks to come back to the table and do exactly what you've just asked for.
Any chance that's going to happen after this?
Well, you're right. Not going to happen in the funding bill this week. But of those things that only this president can do, I believe only Donald Trump can put a signature on an immigration bill that solves those legal immigration issues for a generation to come. Let's take yes for an answer when he says he wants to create the most robust legal immigration policy America has ever seen.
We'll see. Congressman Woodall, thank you for coming on. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Melissa.